Yeah, so do not adjust your audio. We will be calling these guys' names a
Well, you can
lot.
adjust your audio if you don't want to hear us. The graphics are legit.
Correct. Now, of course, both of these teams are building the images of their head coaches. We'll start off with Prairie View A&M. That's Coach Bubba McDowell. Of course, he's been with the Panthers for a couple of years now, and he's very familiar with this league and also the guy he's facing on the other sideline in Eddie Robinson Jr.
Hey, they were teammates in the NFL. They know how one another thinks, but neither of those guys will be on the field today unless they're calling the timeout. They're not playing. Their players will have to get it done.
All right, we are just underway here in Montgomery, Alabama with the opening kickoff. Prairie View will have a great kickoff all the way down to the 30-yard line on that play right there. It was a 29-yard return by Prairie View's Navon Cooper. Navon Cooper. He returned it all the way out to the 30-yard line, and that's where Jaden Jackson and company will start first down and 10.
Hey, this Alabama State defense last week was on fire, especially early part of the first half. Let's see if they will continue to swarm this one in the SWAC finale. Still one more game to go. Turkey Day coming up in just a few days.
But the most important game is this game because it is the next game. Here's Jackson. He's going to swing it out, and the ball is caught right there by his running back. That's going to be Lamagia McDowell. He'll pick up a few yards on the play. Second down coming up for Prairie View A&M.
Mo, I think you might be a coach in the future. You're talking like a coach. The most important game is this game.
I think I've just hung around enough coaches being in this journalism field. Here's a quick handoff right again to McDowell, and he runs to a swarm of Hornets. Maybe picks up about 4 on the play. Third down coming up for PV.
Yeah, one of the points of emphasis for Prairie View this week, establish the run so that you can establish the pass. We see a lot of running here, trying to get that going early in the game for PV.
And there's a look at Jaden Johnson, over 1,000 passing yards this year, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a very efficient quarterback. He just needs to make the good plays against a very good defense.
And the toughest defense he'll face this year, had a tough task last week as well against Alcorn State. He actually got pulled in the second half of that game, but back starting this week.
All right, here's another handoff to McDowell. McDowell runs through that Black Swarm defense, and he is met by Traquan Thomas. It'll be close.
Looks like
and they're going to say, move those sticks. That'll be a first down for the Panthers.
Just enough. So 3 straight runs, moving the chains. But you see that Alabama State defense, there were 4 defenders there on that tackle.
Of course, this is one of many games across the SWAC slate today.
Prairie View out of the pistol here.
And there's a handoff right up the gut. Attacking that Black Swarm defense with their rushing attack is Prairie View once again on the run right there. Number 27, that'll be Jamarius Brooks. He picks up about 2 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
And we're here last week, Bo. Jackson State ran the ball, but then they found an opening in the passing game. Prairie View will look for opportunities here early.
Jaden Jackson remains in the shotgun. He's got a running back behind him in the pistol formation, as you mentioned. And the handoff once again goes to, that's Brooks. And Brooks attacks that left side. He's met by a swarm of Hornets led on that play right there by Rico Dozier. They'll bring up third down once again. Let's take a look at your impact players, which are brought to you by GM.
Hey, for Alabama State, Kinsey, he gets it done running the ball. DeMarcus Cunningham led the team in tackles last week. For our team, Prairie View A&M there, you got Jaden Johnson, the quarterback, and Chester Gaffar, the defensive end. He leads the team in sacks. He is a tackling machine out there for Prairie View.
All right, so we got a short timeout for an injured player right there for Prairie View. That is one of the offensive linemen. That's I was going to say that's number 73, but then we look on our roster. We don't see
look, there's his name, Silva.
Silva. Yeah, that's not on us right there, Ty.
Hey, man, look, read the jersey, baby.
Yes, we will.
Sometimes the roster will just let you down.
He's able to walk to the sideline.
But we're old enough to remember when the names were not on the back of the jersey.
Absolutely. I played half a season with no name on my jersey at one point.
Well, that's because you just had to get better, though.
That could have been the case.
It was the case, Mo. Don't lie to the people.
Actually, college classmate about that one. Who's probably at home watching some of these games as he preps for a pretty good game next week in New Orleans. Here's Jackson rolling out, and he's going to throw the pass. And in coverage right there. Well, first of all, it's the incomplete. In coverage for Alabama State is one of those key players we talked about, Keon Lewis.
And, Prairie View was just looking for an opportunity. They continued to run the ball, found the one-on-one matchup. They go for it, but good coverage, and the pass just about a yard to the outside.
My apologies to the family of Keon Lewis. I've been calling him King Lewis throughout the entire season. Someone let me know his name is Keon, even though it doesn't look like it. It is pronounced Keon. So
start static with these mamas, Mo. They can name and spell however they want to. We just got to get it right.
Absolutely. So punting situation coming up, and the puff is mishandled. And coming up once again for Alabama State, it is. That's Keon Lewis. Yep. That's Keon Lewis making back-to-back great plays as we take a look at the replay.
That's on the punter. He just dropped the ball. The snap was clean. The protection was there. He just could not hold on to the ball. And this Alabama State offense is efficient, Mo, when it has good field position. This is the definition of good field position right at the 23-yard line.
So bringing the Alabama State offense out on the field, it is Kareem Key. Started his career as a wide receiver here, and now he is the starting quarterback for the Hornets.
He can really display his talents with this short field.
Exactly. Key tries to throw it to the near sideline. Pass falls incomplete. Second down coming up for the Hornets.
They were more comfortable last week against Jackson State. They had a long field to work with a lot of times, running the ball. Key's not going to take the top off of the defense, but in a situation like this, where he can have some short passes, get some completions under his belt, really fits his player makeup.
953 passing yards on the year, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had 1 costly interception last week against Jackson State. So Alabama State is going to go back to the well with the rushing attack. Daquan Kinsey, who also had a great week against Jackson State. He picks up a few yards on the play. He's tackled on the play by Stacy Brown.
Yeah, Kinsey was over 100 yards by halftime last week. Really had some big chunk yardage plays. Not so much on that one, but we're still early, Mo, here on third down.
Of course, both of these defenses are built in the images of their head coaches. Buck McDowell playing safety for the Houston Oilers, while Eddie Robinson Jr. playing linebacker. Here's Kareem Key on third down. He's under pressure, and he's just going to have to just throw it away on the near sideline. Fourth down coming up for the Hornets.
Well, Alabama State not able to take advantage of the short field position there, able to get a first down. They'll go for the field goal here.
Field goal attempt coming up for the Alabama State Hornets. They're going to try to get on the board first. Here are your keys to the game for these two teams, brought to you by GM.
Yeah, for Prairie View, assignment perfect for the offensive line. Don't get confused like you did last week. Some switches there as the field goal is up and good. The offensive line is going to be key for Prairie View A&M this week.
42-yard field goal is up and good for the Alabama State Hornets. They are on the board first. Brandon Gillian connects with that field goal. So we're going to take a quick break. Alabama State on top, 3-0 over Prairie View. We'll be right back with more SWAC football.
Did you see that? Yep. Looks like rain. Also looks like McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the app.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket, like Lily.
With Cricket, my bill hasn't changed in years. I know exactly what to expect, and they deliver.
Welcome to life without hidden fees. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Coach Gecko.
Coach G. Laura, Dan. I didn't realize the media would be here.
No, this isn't for work. We're just really big fans.
And we're scouting for our fantasy insurance teams.
Geico has all the top prospects and 97% satisfaction rating. That's unreal.
Oh my gosh, it's true. True.
Smells like insurance.
Suppose Geico does have devoted fans. It's not weird.
Jade, sign my arm.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
She only signs claims checks.
There's no such thing as bad weather with intelligent all-wheel drive. Now, get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
Welcome back to SWAC College Football, what is brought to you by Pepsi. Alabama State on top, 3-0 after a 42-yard field goal by Brandon Gilliam. Alabama State will kick off to the Prairie A&M Panthers coming up in just a few moments. All right, Tyler, you and I were here last week following a great game between Alabama State and Jackson State, and then things got a little chippy, which led to both teams fighting. I'm just going to say it like that. So here are the repercussions. 1-game suspension for 7 Jackson State players, so they can't play against Alcorn State today, and 9 Alabama State players are not in action today, and both programs were fined $25,000.
Yeah, I'm thinking the fine might hurt as much, if not more, than the suspensions. I think Alabama State is going to be okay today, and their starting personnel with their suspensions. I don't think they'll have any big drop-offs there with the players that were unnamed, but we kind of got the sense that they'll be okay along their starting players offensively and defensively.
Yeah, we talked to Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. early in the week about that one. He said he was just so disappointed because he and the staff preached discipline all day long, 365, 24/7.
And he was disappointed with teammates that didn't pull their teammates away from the fight as well.
Absolutely. You just got to be a bigger man in that situation. Here's the kickoff return right here by Navon Cooper, and Cooper picks up 20 yards on the return, and Prairie View will start right around the 25-yard line.
All right, but good learning lesson to move forward in life for both teams and all players involved.
Well, like you and I were talking about last week, I just hate that it was such a good game, and we had the brawl at the end. So many people are going to remember the brawl more than what they're going to remember about how good of a game it was between the Hornets and Tigers.
And that's how life works, Mo. You can work very hard to build your reputation, take years, and just takes a moment to throw it all away sometimes. So good life lesson there.
Absolutely. Jaden Jackson coming back out in the shotgun. And he's going to hand it to the first man through, swinging through this Black Swarm defense.
Yeah, and they are continuing to look to establish the run, but we're going to see some passing here, Mo. They're just setting up that Alabama State defense.
That was Johnson on the last handoff. So now Jackson going with more of a check with me to the sideline. Second down call coming up, and once again, they're going to try to establish that rushing attack, and they do, getting into the second level for Prairie View.
And the right side there of that offensive line really did a good job when you look at the defensive line last week against Jackson State. But we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. The Prairie View offensive line struggled last week with some different looks from that Alcorn State defensive line. Coach McDowell talked about how he really needed the offensive line to step up this week and play strong.
All right, third down coming up for Prairie View A&M on the season. They are 45 of 133 on third down. Here's a quick pass across the middle, and it is caught, and that should be enough to move the chains for Prairie View. So they pick up another first down. Making the reception right there was Metlock, Jason Metlock.
And really, you're seeing Prairie View played very, very smart, short yardage plays, a lot of run. Had some bad reads last week. Johnson did not have a good game reading his keys, really trying to simplify things here early, continue to move the chains.
So here comes Prairie View once again, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game.
Well, there's nothing like moving the ball and moving the chains and then having to go backwards.
Number 69, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Y.N. Nyers is our head official on the day. Full start on Prairie View. They'll back it up 5 yards. First and 15 coming up for the Panthers.
Well, Mo, we could tell that the sun is shifting because last week, same kickoff time, that sun was further on the field. Today, starting out pretty much all shade on the field.
So here's Jaden Johnson in the shotgun, stepping back. Here comes Alabama State with some pressure. Johnson is able to get on the outside, pick up some yardage, and steps out of bounds. So he turns that play into a positive yardage for Prairie View A&M.
And we talked about the potential of Johnson to be a dual threat quarterback. And you see here, he reverses field, the pressure unchecked, and he turns on the jets, leaves the defender behind, picks up positive yardage. That is a viable play for Prairie View A&M.
And those are the plays that Coach McDowell said he wants him to make more.
Hey, if you feel the pressure, something doesn't feel right, run.
Speaking of run, Prairie View will go back to the rushing attack on that play right there. That was Scooter Adams. However, Adams is taken down quick, fast, in a hurry by this Black Swarm defense. Leading the charge on that play right there, Traquan Thomas.
Hey, he is the man, one of many men on this defense for Alabama State. Sack for a loss there. Tackle for a loss for Traquan Thomas.
So here comes Johnson. He'll have twins to the top side, twins to the near side. Running back in the pistol formation, standing right behind him. Chance of defense can be heard from the Alabama State sideline.
Pressure's coming.
It is. And here comes the pressure. Amon Scarborough loses containment, and then Johnson loses the ball, and it is picked up by Alabama State on the return. That is DeMarcus Cunningham returning the inside the 10-yard line, and Alabama State will have it first and goal with great field position.
All season long, Coach McDowell has talked about self-inflicted injuries and mistakes. And this right here, you can't do that.
Yeah, he tried to throw it and literally just lost it as he was going into the throwing motion.
He had a receiver open. You have to protect the ball. Things are going to happen, but Prairie View just gives it one away for the second time in a row. Positive field position for Alabama State.
On the season, Prairie View has had 11 fumbles. They've lost 3. So now is Kareem Key. He's going to hand it off to Quan Kinsey, and Kinsey breaks some tackles, picks up maybe about a yard on the play as he was met by a swarm of Panthers. No, a pack of Panthers. It's got to be a pack of Panthers, right?
If a bunch of Panthers on top of you, they'll feel like they're swarming. But Mo, we've seen the punter drop the ball. We've seen the quarterback drop the ball while passing. You cannot give this Alabama State offense these type of gifts. I know it's close to Christmas, but not time to give out gifts here.
Absolutely. Terrell Coleman capping the pile for Prairie View A&M. Here's Kinsey once again. He's going to shed a few tackles as he tries to bounce outside, but he cannot get out of the clutches of number 45. That is Javen Jackson taking them down for a loss on the play.
And on the other side, if you're Alabama State, you have to take advantage of the gifts. We saw the field goal when they had the ball starting at the 23, 24-yard line. Even better field position, but so far they've yet to be able to gain a first down with this excellent field position.
And we had a penalty on the play. I didn't catch that. Did you? Legal motion on the offense. All right. Thanks to the PA guy here inside the new ASU Stadium for probably listening to our broadcast in the background to help us out in that situation.
Correction. The penalty is declined. Third down.
All right. So that penalty is declined by Prairie View. So it'll be third down for Alabama State.
All right. So you're still good for a field goal here where you are. But Alabama State, you'd love to get a first down or get this into the end zone here on third down.
Here's Alabama State Kareem Key trying to throw it to the end zone, and the ball falls incomplete. Eric Horn, the intended wide receiver on the play. Fourth down coming up as Keon Jones makes the pass breakup.
And Jones, look, it's just excellent position. Base guards the receiver there and just not give him a chance to get up and catch that ball.
Got his head turned around at the right time. So on comes Gillian for another field goal attempt. He's already knocked in one from 42 yards. However, his second field goal goes to the left, no good. So Alabama State comes up with no points on that play. 6:11 to go in the first quarter. Alabama State leads Prairie View 3-0. We'll be back with more SWAC football here on ESPN.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
Let's see.
Hey. I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Create a better Super Bowl ad and you could win $1 million.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're going to do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
The SWAC, the premier athletic conference in the nation. A collection of schools rich in tradition, pride, and pedigree. Sacrifice, winning, allegiance, champions. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Welcome back to SWAC College Football, presented by Pepsi. Alabama State on top 3-0. Brandon Gilliam missing a 32-yard field goal. So Prairie View will take over first down and 10. We've been talking about this throughout the broadcast. Both of these head coaches know each other quite well. They were teammates in the NFL with the Houston Oilers. There's Bubba McDowell on the left and Eddie Robinson Jr. on the right. Coach Robinson credits Coach McDowell for literally kind of breaking him into the NFL and showing him what an NFL player needs to do on a day-to-day basis.
And Coach McDowell said that Coach Robinson didn't talk a lot as a player, so he was kind of a quiet guy.
I can't imagine that.
But his play spoke volumes.
Right. All right, so here's Johnson. He's going to swing it out to his running back, and it is caught right there by Connor Wisham. But he is tackled quick, fast, in a hurry on the play. No gain on the play. Second down coming up for Alabama State.
Alabama State showing a mixture of bringing the pressure. That last third down on the previous possession, offensive possession, it looked like they had everybody in the box. They were bringing pressure, but they quickly dropped back in the zone. So a couple of different looks they're giving Prairie View, trying to confuse that offensive line, keep them off balance.
His motion going into a trip on the top side. However, they try to throw the screen pass back over to Prairie View's running back, and nothing doing on that play. So third down coming up for the Panthers. Johnson just could not connect with his guy on that one because of the pressure.
The timing was set up, though. The offensive line released the defenders, allowed the receiver to get behind those Alabama State defenders, just could not complete the pass, but a lot of green turf had he caught the ball.
As you take a look at Alabama State's defense, they are 12th in the FCS when it comes to third down defense.
Last week, Prairie View just 20% on third down conversions against Alcorn.
So here's Johnson. He's going to roll to his right. He does have some space in front of him. Instead, he's going to throw the pass down the field, and it is caught by his wide receiver. That's Kobe Cavill, and Cavill gets the ball near the midfield stripe.
First big play of the game, and Johnson made a great decision there. He could have continued to run, but kept his eyes up and looking downfield, makes the pass there out on the perimeter on the edge, and picks up a big first down.
If you are very familiar with the HBCU media space, Cavill is the nephew of Dr. Kenyatta Cavill, the dean of HBCU media.
The good doctor.
You and I have had many conversations with the doctor as on this play. Connor Wisham goes right up the gut, picks up maybe about 3 yards on the play, second down coming up for Prairie View A&M.
You get more invites on the show than I do. I gotta step my game.
Wisham on the play, getting a few yards, so second down coming up for Prairie View A&M. But look, going back to the head coach, yeah, it is kind of surprising to hear that Eddie Robinson Jr. was
That's
not
what
a
Coach
big
McDowell said. He said a lot of times didn't know he was out there, just quiet, listening, but still a ferocious player.
Here's Johnson under pressure. However, he tucks and he runs, and he is in Alabama State territory. He'll step out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. Prairie View officially in Alabama State territory after he tucked it, ran it, and then got it down the field for a 22-yard gain.
There was a small opening. When you talk about gap assignment, gap integrity, that little small hole. Got a little timeout here, but he took that opening and turned it into something big.
Timeout.
All right, timeout by Alabama State. So let's go ahead and take it with them. 3:54 to go in the first quarter. Alabama State on top 3-0. We'll be right back with more SWAC football on ESPN.
I'm glad we finally got a break. I'm a Liberty tax expert. Let's talk about tax season.
You mean football season?
That's all you. But I'm here when you're ready to hand off your taxes. Now go punch it in the end zone.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket, like Lily.
With Cricket, my bill hasn't changed in years. I know exactly what to expect, and they deliver.
Welcome to life without hidden fees. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
There's no such thing as bad weather with intelligent all-wheel drive. Now, get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
SWAC College Football presented by Pepsi is brought to you by Pepsi, official partner of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and by GM, proud sponsor of the SWAC. There you see members of the mighty Marching Hornets walking to the stadium. They have made their way directly across from our broadcast booth, so we'll be able to take a look at Dr. Oliver and company all game long, Tolly.
Yeah, this is one of the games where the opposing band doesn't make the trip, so we don't get to hear the marching storm, but The mighty marching Hornets will give us plenty of acoustic treasure for the afternoon.
Yes, and they will perform at halftime along with the Stingettes and the Honeybees.
Cannot have a broadcast without mentioning the Honeybees, baby.
Correct. Here's Prairie View on first down, taking the handoff right up the gut. This will be McDowell, and McDowell gets some tough yardage on the play, picks up about 6.
And this is what we're starting to see. The run is establishing itself. Those 2 yards early in the game are now turning into 6, 7-yard runs. And it's opening things up because Johnson shows he can get out of that pocket and roll and complete passes, keeping that Alabama State defense on their heels a bit.
Here comes second down for Prairie View A&M, man in motion, coming from the far side. Here's Johnson. He's under pressure. He's going to have to throw it away. Incomplete pass, third down coming up for Prairie View A&M.
And live to see another day. He had enough speed to evade the rush there, throw the ball away, come back for third down.
Interesting play call coming up for the Prairie View A&M Panthers. The offensive coordinator, Anthony Whedon. We'll see what he will dial up. Prairie View A&M on third down conversions, they've converted 32% on third down, which has them in the lower portion of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, 9th to be exact.
So if Alabama State brings the pressure, or if they're going to drop back here.
They'll bring 5 guys, and taking Johnson down on the play right there is James Burgess Jr., a guy we didn't talk about earlier, but he's also been making plays all season long.
And you see here on the left side of your screen, McDowell cannot get to the block, and that is not helping your quarterback at all.
No, sir, not at all. So
you had a 3rd and 3, and this pushes you back. So you're going for the long field goal now. But a positive drive for Prairie View, just cannot finish things off on that third down.
A 50-yard field goal coming up for Rodriguez of Prairie View. Here's the snap. The kick is up.
Oh!
Hits the crossbar, and it's good.
I thought it was going to be short, Bo. I said, nah, that doesn't have enough. It had just enough.
You're talking about just enough, like literally.
It looked short. I said, no, it's not going to make it. And it found just enough gas.
Hey, look, sometimes you need a little luck here as we take another look at it. There's the kick. Like I said, it's got the distance, and then it looks like it's going to fall short. Then doink.
He should get an extra point. You know the skill it takes to make the ball hit right in that spot? I'd say give him 4 points instead of 3.
I mean, Coach McDowell will probably agree with you on that one, but A. Robinson Jr. is not.
Well, I can say this. We know his limit. That was it right there. You back up 1 more yard, that kick falls short.
Correct. So we got a tie ball game here in Montgomery, Alabama. Prairie View 3, Alabama State 3 after a 50-yard field goal by the Panthers.
And Prairie View has given Alabama State the ball nearly inside the red zone twice, only able to come away with 3 points. I know Alabama State fans would love for this to be a 14-3 game right at this point. They definitely had the opportunities.
Correct. A.J. Harrell and Robert McMinn back deep for the Alabama State Hornets. It'll be Robert McMinn, the guy from South Florida, hauling it in at the 5-yard line. McMinn's at the 20, picks up some blocks. He gets to the outside. He's now at the 30, 35, 40 before he is knocked out of bounds on the play. 34-yard return for Robert McMinn. They call him Flash. But hey, let's go back and take a look at some of these miscues by the Prairie View A&M Panthers early on. We saw one early with the mishandled snap on the punt.
Good snap, just no hold there.
And then Johnson loses the ball, goes right in the hands of Cunningham. He takes it back. However, only 3 points to show from those turnovers that led to great field position for the Hornets.
I mean, you're not going to get many more gifts like that in this game, you would think. Prairie View just with 2. Just here, take the ball. I don't want it early in the game. But Alabama State only able to get 3 points.
Here's Kareem Key back with the offense for Alabama State. He'll hand it off to Gates, and Gates gets around the left side, and he'll pick up about 8 yards on the play. He'll be tackled by Keon Jones, but Alabama State looking good after that first down attempt.
And that's the thing about Alabama State. They have so many running backs. If one's not getting the job done, they have a plethora that they can go to and very effective.
Here's Kareem Key looking for his first completion, and it is caught on the quick out on the sidelines. That is Harrell hauling in the pass for a first down.
And the timing on that play was perfect. Key gets out of his hands, receiver turns his head, the ball is right there. Great timing between those two.
First down and 10 for Alabama State. Third time they got the ball in Prairie View A&M territory. And Key, he's going to try to throw it deep. However, that is a huge mistake by Key, and it is intercepted down the deep sideline. Keon Jones coming up with the INT for Prairie View A&M.
So, Mo, you don't have to be a aficionado of football to understand that the quarterback thought his receiver was going to run a different route than the route that he ran. Head and shoulders fake, and receiver pulls up short, and the DB is just right there by itself. A gift was returned.
Correct. As we look at the replay, though, we do see that the wide receiver slipped on his out of the up portion on the route.
Okay, I missed that part. He was right at the corner of the screen there, but definitely one of those timing things, and it went awry with the slip.
So here comes Prairie View A&M. It's Johnson. He'll hand it off to his running back right up the gut on the play. That is going to be Scooter Adams. Adams picks up maybe one on the play. He is taken down by Jakeem Fletcher, the big man from Tanner, Alabama.
But back to that play, you saw the confidence starting to build with Key past the ball because he had good timing on that previous completion. Receiver slips, third interception of the year, and you get the ball right back to Prairie View A&M.
When we talked to Coach Bubba McDowell earlier this week, I said, what's the most important thing you want from your offense? He simply said, more production. He said this offense is capable as Johnson is under pressure and he is able to throw the screen to his tight end. It is caught. He picks up a few yards on the play. That is Jace Medlock. Gets about maybe 3 on the play, bring up third down for Prairie View A&M and the Panthers.
And the mobility of Johnson makes that happen. His ability to quickly backpedal, let the defenders come in, suck them in, set up that screen. Effective play there, but it's third down. Prairie View is going to have to pull something out here to move the chains and not put the ball back to Alabama State.
And that appears to be the final play of the first quarter. All right, we played one here in Montgomery. Alabama State on top, and Prairie View are tied 3-3. We'll be right back with second quarter action here on ESPN.
This holiday season, give the gift of sport at Dick's. Explore trending styles like dunks and sambas, new shoes from New Balance, Hoka, and On, top cleats and basketball styles. Shop at Dicks.com or in-store today.
Subaru and our retailers are the largest automotive donors to Make-A-Wish, supporting kids and families facing critical illness through the Share the Love event.
Get 2.9% for 72 months, and Subaru and our retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claim service.
Do we have to do the Geico step on him here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action?
Nope, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't want to play the clip.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow, doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
no such thing as bad weather with intelligent all-wheel drive. Now, get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
This season, share the merry with a holiday favorite.
Legends of Evergreen Hill.
Only on the new Chick-fil-A Play app.
You're important to this work, Sam.
Uh-oh, they're trapped. Sam saves the day.
It's really good.
Yeah, give me some. What better way to sandwich in some together time with the whole family? Watch the Legends of Evergreen Hills together on the new Chick-fil-A Play app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Can we start it again?
Another crazy season. Are you ready to keep this rolling? Let's go.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games.
And it's on us.
Plus, NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game.
Let's go to the tape. This ball is just thrown into a defensive team meeting.
NFL Prime Time, only on ESPN Plus.
Oh, did I mention our exclusive expert analysis? Why settle for some football when you can have more football? It's simple. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
At Prairie View A&M University, excellence isn't just a word, it's a way of life. For 147 years, we've been empowering generations of students to carry our rich legacy of distinction with them as they blaze trails and make a difference in communities across the world. Our high-caliber faculty and rigorous academic programs prepare scholars to challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of knowledge. Pioneers emerge here, and changemakers are bred here. Excellence lives here.
Alabama State University, the place where history is made. With over 60 accredited degree programs and 18 intercollegiate athletic programs, we've focused on student success for more than 150 years. Our rich legacy is built by the history makers of today, shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Alabama State University, where your future begins and history continues to be made.
Welcome back to Montgomery, Alabama. Alabama State 3, Prairie View A&M 3. We're all knotted up here in the second quarter as the Panthers have the ball right here on the 30-yard line of Alabama State. Johnson so far, 7 of 10, 77 yards.
Just give a little shout out to DST in the house.
Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Know a lot of Delta ladies. And here's a handoff right here. Once again to McDowell. He may have got a yard on the play, but Fletcher had his hands on him in that backfield. I don't know how he got out of those clutches.
But back to your previous point, Mo, I live in a pink and green household, so I'll leave it right there.
I got you. I understand.
I mean, it is pink and green at my house, baby. But it's all love. Well, you hear the horn. That means it's third down. They're calling for that swarming defense. We saw the play that Johnson made on the last third and long. Let's see what they can pull out of the playbook here.
Third down, we'll call it 6 for Prairie View A&M. Here's Johnson. He's going to throw it deep, and his receiver fell down. Ball falls incomplete in the end zone, and the receiver is still down. Looks like that is Trajan Spiller, who is still down on the field around the 11-yard line.
So we've seen a couple of receivers fall, but this one looks more like it's of the injury variety as opposed to a slip. But the receiver was just not there when Johnson released the ball.
All right, we're going to take an injury timeout. We'll be right back with more SWAC football on ESPN.
When I was younger, my calling was to play football. But as I grew older, I realized life isn't about knocking people down. It's about lifting them up. At Ram, our calling is to build game-changing trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Fun fact. The person with McDonald's is always the most popular kid in school. And if they save money with the app, they're also the smartest. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. Patrick. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 for T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
Oh, we don't pass, Tina.
Come on. They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami.
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy. For savings and service, get more with Geico.
For the love of the occasion of one of Germany's biggest rivalries.
Off to a flying start.
Eva C and Kane. Dean Kane delivers again. New faces and veterans for the love of the yellow wall. The atmosphere and noise. For the love of football. For the love of der Klassiker.
Welcome back to SWAC College Football here on ESPN. Trajan Spiller was the injured Prairie View A&M Panther on the play. He was able to get up on his own accord, but he is currently in the big purple medical tent for PV.
Yeah, so that third down, Prairie View liked the look that they had, but Spiller goes down with the injury, which makes that play null and void. The receiver wasn't there, so we've seen a dramatic field goal already from PV. Let's see if they can excite us this time. One off the crossbar and bounce right in. Let's see what we'll get this time.
Yamero Garcia coming up for the field goal attempt. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is through. Kick is good by Garcia. He has now put Prairie View A&M on top, 6-3.
Hey, no style points, but 3 points nonetheless. Are you surprised? Two defensive players, a defensive ball game, and we've had ourselves a trio of field goals. I think it's playing to the personality of both coaches this game so far.
I'm not surprised by the results we have right now. I'm more surprised at the way that Alabama State has not been able to take advantage of the turnovers that their special teams and defense created that gave them great.
I won't even say that they created. They were given to them. Prairie View turned the ball over twice without being touched. Johnson was not touched. The punter was not touched. They just literally could not hold on to the ball. To get two of those, it just does not happen.
Just look at your total yards. Prairie View was 65, 39 through the air, 29 on the ground. Alabama State with 19, 11 through the air, and 8 on the ground. But also, for people who may be joining us, Alabama State has had the ball in Prairie View territory majority of the time.
So that supreme rushing game that we saw last week, we have not seen that this week. The passing game continues to struggle for 2 weeks in a row. Last week, Bo, halftime Jackson State, the passing yardage was -4. It stayed that way for a while. But right now, the passing yards, as we are here in the second quarter, just 11 yards for Alabama State.
Prairie View kicks it deep to Robert McMinn, and the man called Flash is tripped up, and he's going to be tackled right around the 20-yard line for a gain of about 17 yards on the play. Monroe comes up with the tackle. Hey, let's take a look at our SWAC news and notes, which are brought to you by GM. Here are your weekly honors on the offense. Nathan Rimber, Mississippi Valley, 7 receptions, 130 yards, especially in the win against Florida A&M.
Broke that win streak the FAMU had at Bragg Memorial.
Correct. Robert McDaniel, we saw him last week for Jackson State, career high 14 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, 1 sack. Victor Barbosa for Alabama A&M, multiple field goals against Grambling State. And one other thing I want to add with Alabama A&M, congratulations to Carson Vinson, the big offensive tackle. He received his official invite to the Reese's Senior Bowl, which we played in Mobile in February. He is the only HBCU player at the moment to receive a Senior Bowl invite, and only the third Bulldog to receive it. He actually received it from Bulldog legend John Stallworth in person, who played in this game 50 years ago this year.
Oh, man, and John Stallworth still looks good. Saw him in commencement back in the spring. He made that big donation to Alabama A&M, but Coach Maynard really been high on his players and really talked about how much depth and superior personnel he's had on that offensive line. He's been talking about that since the preseason.
Correct. And, got a chance to talk with Jim Nagy. Of course, he's the executive director of the game, watched a whole lot of film, and all he could just say was nothing but good things for Vincent. He can't wait to see him compete against those other great players. Speaking of great players right here, here's Daquan Kinsey, straight up the middle. Great yardage on this play. He'll make it third and very manageable now for Alabama State.
And that's more of the running we saw last week from Kinsey. He hits the hole. puts it in a very third and manageable, like you said. He may just be getting warmed up here for Alabama State.
Here comes third down for Alabama State. Here's the handoff once again, and going nowhere on the play. It's Kinsey. He is taken down right there by Chester Jaffard, and Alabama State's going to be forced to punt.
Yeah, Chester's the leading sack man for Prairie View, and you saw here Kinsey tries to go to that same hole where the play is designed. First time it worked, second time that gap was clogged, and he goes there.
Hey, let's give a lot of credit to Bryce Turner because he was able to kind of, get to Kinsey's leg real quick, and then Jafar coming through on the other side to tackle him and stop him on that third down play. There's a punting situation now for Alabama State, and takes a great Alabama State roll. Eventually, it will be touchdown inside the 30-yard line by the Alabama State Hornets. So that's where Prairie View will start. First down and 10.
Well, I can say this about Alabama State. If they cannot establish their run here as we get closer to halftime, though, it's going to be a long afternoon. We know they're coming off a week where they struggled with passing the ball and really were in field position where they weren't looking to pass the ball based on their ability and personnel at that position. It's looking like more of the same here, but without the running this week, Alabama State's going to have to get it going on offense.
Prairie View has done a very, very good job of really closing up that rushing attack, somewhat shutting it down. So here's Johnson back on the attack for Prairie View A&M. And speaking of rushing attacks, he's going to hand it over to McDowell. They attack that left side of the defense once again. He'll pick up about 5 yards on the play. Second down coming up for PV.
And Prairie View has found something on the left side of their offensive line where they've had success. We've seen them pick up some big yardage here in the last couple of possessions. This is something that Alabama State's going to have to address and make some adjustments at halftime. You see Prairie View winning the rushing battle, something you might not have predicted coming into this game.
A lot of people definitely didn't predict that one. Here's a second down play, and the handoff goes to McDowell, and this time he is going to go nowhere. That Black Swarm defense takes him down quickly on the lead tackle right there. That is Caleb Alford for Alabama State.
And you see attacking the hole right there. The defender gets at the ankles. That's going to stop the run, stop the progress, and the Swarm comes in. Very lucky not to pick up a flag there. There was a little extra, after the whistle was blown, a little extra aggression, but the officials let them live to see another day.
Yeah, they understood in that situation. It's more just the momentum going down. And also, I think these two officials know the styles of the opposing head coaches. Third down coming up for Prairie View. Passing opportunity for Johnson. He's going to throw it down the far sideline. However, out of the outstretched arms was Spiller, who's back in the game following his injury. Ball falls incomplete. Punting situation coming up for Prairie View A&M.
And Spiller won his one-on-one battle up top. And this is one of those things where it's a timing situation. You see him behind the defender looking back towards the ball, but sails out of bounds.
So Robert McMahon will be back deep for the Alabama State Hornets. There you see him right there.
Making sure he has just enough teammates on the field. Don't want to have that extra man. So we saw him counting them off.
Prairie View in punt formation, and they do get the punt off this time.
It just barely, Mo. There might be a flag here.
Yeah, we got a collision right there as McMahon goes to field the punt. I don't see any penalty or laundry on the play, so clean hit.
Got to give him enough space, but it looks like he timed that one just right.
Prairie View still leads 6-3 over Alabama State. We'll have more SWAC football on the other side of the break.
For 15 years, the Home Depot Retool Your School program has been championing HBCUs. We've been right there with campus grants, scholarships, and career opportunities. Winning schools have seen their visions for upgrading their campuses and communities come to life through sustainability projects, as well as new places to connect, like innovation lounges and outdoor pavilions. As we celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep the momentum going. Retool your school. We're powered by purpose.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
Let's see. Hey. I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Create a better Super Bowl ad and you could win $1 million.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're gonna do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
There you see Braylon Monroe, young man out of Mesquite, Texas, a UT Permian Basin transfer. He had the great hit and nice timing on that last play to not take Robert McMinn anywhere on that play. He timed that punt perfectly.
You can't hit them before they get the ball. But, boy, when they catch the ball, you can light them up. And he did a great job right there.
So Alabama State will start off first down and 10, ball resting on their own 26-yard line. Kareem Key back in at QB. He's got twins to the near side. Man in motion on the far side. Here's a little play action, and Key is going to go down the field. And what an incredible grab by A.J. Harrell. And Harrell has Alabama State deep inside of Prairie View A&M territory.
Boy, that so far is my clubhouse leader for catch of the game. Bo, that was on his fingertips. I would say this ball was slightly overthrown. Man, he bounced that thing up and hauled it in.
And then took a hit on the backside of that. What an incredible grab by A.J. Harrell on that one to move the chains for Alabama State. Now on. All right, it was so nice we showed it to you twice. Let's show it to you a third time.
Watch his right hand. 1, 2. It's like he had to catch the ball like twice. An ability to hold on to it as he hit the ground. You know, Key's not having a bad game. That interception, his receiver falls down on the timing route. So his ability to pass the ball, if he can continue to build more confidence, is going to bode well here for Alabama State.
Second down and 10 for Alabama State, Kareem Key. We'll have a penalty on the play.
Did he get it off before the
false start? Offense, number 70, 5-yard penalty, second down.
And Mo, we were just starting to feel that little bit of momentum build in this stadium. And look, it's not a lot of people here as usual. They had the big game against Jackson State last week. You got the Turkey Day coming up on Thursday. So it's not the same exact environment here in Montgomery. But we started to build a little momentum build, and then that penalty here sets us back. And we might get one offsetting.
Right. Ball started on that last play by Desmond Daniels. Now Kareem Key is just going to just take off. Picks up a few yards on the play, but probably was an offside free play as they talk about. The Alabama State coaching staff is literally right next to us, and they were saying throw it down the field because there was a man wide open.
And it's a free play, so no matter what happens, you're going to get it back because Prairie View jumped off sides. And that's what I meant by offsetting. That penalty should offset the previous penalty.
Correct.
Offside defense, number 11, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Yeah, anytime you get that free play, man, you just got to go for the gusto and go for it. It's all reward, no risk.
Stephen Shaw, the young man who had the penalty called on him, 6'5", 265-pound defensive lineman, Louisiana Tech transfer. Alabama State will have a motion into the strip side. Here's Kareem Key running out of time. He's going to step up, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. Gets down quickly because he saw what was in front of him.
Well, not only that, good job by Keith feeling that pressure. You saw that the pocket was starting to collapse, and we saw that defense behind him. He didn't see them, but he could feel it. Good job to scramble out of the pocket to pick up a couple yards there by Keith. And good coverage by Prairie View.
So here comes Alabama State, currently 0 for 3 on third down conversions. They didn't do well last week on third down conversions.
And not in field goal range, so they're going to have to make it happen here on this third down.
Here's Keith, going to call his own number, stepping up, and he's got enough for the first down as he's tackled around the 30-yard line. Kareem Keith picking up positive yardage to help move those chains.
And a design run, and give Kinsey credit here. He gets upfield, second level. See that block right there? Opens things up as Keith gets the first down.
Nice kick out block right there by Daquan Kinsey. It'll definitely show well when they go back to watch the film of this contest in the next 24 hours.
Give him a little sticker to put on his helmet there. That was,
man, you know, I miss that we don't see a lot of teams do that anymore.
I loved it, I guess we should say.
Yeah, you know, Alabama State could probably do like a little honeycomb as Kareem Keith slings it out, and the pass is caught right there by his tight end. Well, his fullback, Dylan Creech.
All right, your fullback's not going to get many touches in the game, but a quick little play action here. Rolls out of the pocket. Comes off that block. He's wide open. Good play call by Alabama State.
You know, nowadays with all these spread offenses, the fullback and the tight end are interchangeable. In most cases, you go to the NFL, you take a look at a guy like Taysom Hill who can literally do it all, but he lists him as a tight end.
And you can only go to that play a couple times during the game, and a lot of times when you run it effectively, that fullback and tight end wide open, coming off that right side, quick block, release. Defense doesn't account for it.
Here's Daquan Kinsey with the handoff, and he's going to fumble the ball. There's a scramble for it, and it looks like Prairie View A&M will come up with the recovery. Tough situation for Alabama State on the recovery for Prairie View A&M. That is number 25 of the Panthers, Kevin Davis Jr.
Mo, you cannot win like this. You build momentum.
Is a fumble.
That is clearly a fumble.
First down. Prairie.
You move the chains. You're moving the ball downfield. The passing game is starting to develop, and you don't protect the ball. Defender comes in with that helmet, jars it out. All that momentum is now gone. Prairie View takes over.
And after looking at the replay, it looks like Davis actually popped the ball out as well and then was able to recover it.
So you get the hustle award right there, but Alabama State, that's very disheartening as your offense starts to pick up steam and then immediately turns the ball over.
So here comes Prairie View. They're going to try to continue to run the ball against this Alabama State defense. Nothing doing on that play for Jamarius Brooks. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
And you look at this game, though, the amount of opportunity that Alabama State has had and not to take advantage of it and be trailing here 6-3. They've had an opportunity to score 3 touchdowns in this game based on the field position that they've had and their ability that we just saw to start to move the ball down the field.
And the fact that they only have 3 points is probably driving Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. crazy inside. Still more game left to play. Here's Prairie View. The rollout to Spiller. Spiller makes the catch and picks up positive yards on the play before he's tackled inbounds by Deshaun Jackson.
And what a game by Spiller. He's had all sorts of adventures. He fell down on a previous possession and had to limp his way into the medical tent. Now he's back on the field making plays, a very important part of this Prairie View A&M offense.
Third down, we'll call it 2 for PV.
Can the defense of Alabama State have the offense's back? They turn the ball over. Can they get it back here with a 3 and out? We've seen that Prairie View has started to solve the puzzle of this swarming defense here in the first half.
And the handoff goes to the first man through. I think that's McDowell. He's going to fumble the ball, and the ball is picked up by Alabama State, and the Hornets will finally have it. Once again, James Burgess Jr. coming up with the fumble recovery.
We have a little extracurricular after the play there. And good job by the officials breaking it up and teammates pulling their teammates away. Crisis averted there, but Prairie View A&M After taking the ball away, they're going to turn it over. A little extra effort. That ball is stripped away
It's a fumble.
and
Recovered by the
recovered.
defense. First down, Alabama State.
So credit James Burgess Jr. on the strip and the fumble recovery for the Alabama State Hornets. And on back-to-back drives, we have fumble recoveries.
As the world turns, Alabama State pretty much gets the ball back
where they had the ball,
where they had it and turned it over. So at some point, one of these teams is going to have to buckle down and stop turning the ball over and sustain their offensive drives.
You know,
I mean,
Coach Bubba McDowell, who we just saw right there.
Tums, some level of antacid going to both locker rooms at halftime.
So here's Kareem Key. He and the offense have the ball on the 27-yard line. Key is going to throw the wide receiver screen, and the ball is caught right there. And following this play, we are going to take the 2-minute timeout. So we got 2 minutes left in the first half. Prairie View on top, 6-3. We'll be right back.
There's no such thing as bad weather with intelligent all-wheel drive. Now, get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claims.
Do we have to do the Geico stuff on him here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action?
Nope, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't play the clip.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow, doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Number 12 Duke, number 1 Kansas, Tuesday on ESPN.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
Save big on holiday deals. Get up to $300 off select golf equipment. Score up to 50% off select basketball hoops. Save big on all Solo stoves. Plus $1,000 off the Soul F63 treadmill. Give the gift of sport at Dick's.
For the love of the occasion of one of Germany's biggest rivalries.
Off to a flying start.
Ivasi and Kane. Dean Kane delivers again. New faces and veterans for the love of the yellow wall. The atmosphere and noise. For the love of football. For the love of der Klassiker.
And we're back in the city of Montgomery, Alabama. There you see the Alabama State University Mighty Marching Hornets. They're getting ready for a halftime performance. Of course, the halftime performance will be brought to you by Pepsi. And here's the interesting thing. If you don't know about HBCU football, halftime is showtime. Don't go to the concession stand.
If you don't know, you're going to find out here quickly.
Here's the wide receiver screen to Robert McMinn. He will pick up about 2 yards on the play.
And a little extra here, and that's going to be unnecessary roughness. A little extra push out of bounds as the officials throw the flag there.
Personal foul, face mask, offense.
Oh,
number 87.
I stand corrected.
15-yard penalty, replay, second down.
So they're going to call McMinn on a face mask.
In the game,
I thought the foul was going to go against Prairie View, the flag. Oh, but you see it right there. I thought it was that push.
Right. So they're calling face mask on McMinn. They're basically saying that he grabbed it and basically pushed the entire helmet off.
He took the whole helmet off
of the defender.
I didn't catch that until the replay, but initially it looked at so we understand where the extra push came from.
Correct. That was Eric Zachary in defense for Prairie View A&M. So Alabama State will be pushed all the way back to the Prairie View 34-yard line. Kareem Key, he's got double twins to the top side and near side. Prairie View is going to send for Key. Under pressure, he's going to step up. He's at the 30, at the 25, at the 20, gets a good block, and then gets knocked out of bounds around the 11-yard line.
And Key is having a good day in the pocket. He went through his reads there. There was nothing. Good coverage downfield, as you see. Looks left, looks right, scrambles, finds room, and then takes off and picks up the first down after the big 15-yard penalty on the previous play.
So here Alabama State is once again in the red zone in Prairie View A&M territory. Can they capitalize with the great field position? That is the big question.
And credit the Alabama State offensive line that's been keeping that pocket just alive long enough for him to operate.
Absolutely. Here's the handoff right here to Marcus Harris II. Harris picks up about 2 yards on the play, and we'll call it 2nd down and 8 after approach. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first half.
Alabama State has had enough opportunities, enough positive plays, enough favorable field position. Mo, this would be a moral loss if they don't score at least one touchdown here in the first half.
No, absolutely. Alabama State has scored on 83% of their possessions in the red zone. Here's another handoff or right up the gut for the Alabama State Hornets. This time it goes back to Daquan Kinsey. Kinsey gets it down to about the 11-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it about 6, a long 6. They do have an opportunity to get a first down, but you know, if you're a Hornet fan, you want to see a touchdown.
And it's a matter of timing here. They're going to try to work the clock to where they could score and not leave Prairie View any time to get the ball back and have any magic or mistakes happen on a return.
30 seconds to go in the first half. Alabama State with a man in motion, so we got trips to the top side. Here's Kareem Key stepping back. Key looking for a man downfield. Now he's going to take off. Key is knocked out of bounds around the, we'll call it around the 7-yard line. He's knocked out of bounds, so he'll be short of the first down.
So now you have the decision to make. Do you take the points here? It's the end of the year. They're going to take the points on the field goal. So it looks as if there will be no touchdown, despite the plethora of opportunities for Alabama State here in the first half.
So Brandon Gilliam coming on for a 24-yard field goal attempt. We got a whistle. It's going to be a timeout, Prairie View.
A little gamesmanship here. Just see if you can ice the kicker a bit.
Well, you know, you talked about me sounding like a coach. Here's another one. You can't take it into the locker room with you.
Nope.
You can't trade them in for points.
Nope. Can't trade it in for this barbecue sandwich I'm going to get at halftime. Got to use it or lose it.
Yes, sir. And you know it. So let's take a look at those first half drives by Alabama. Alabama State, because the folks up the road are Alabama A&M.
And the drives have been there. The points have not been there. Let's see if they can tie it up at 6 here. We just have ourselves a defensive battle.
And look, take a look at those first two. The drive started on the 28 and the 12-yard line of Prairie View A&M. Got a field goal and a missed field goal. But then after
that second one hurt. The first one, you're just getting warmed up. Okay, you get a field goal out of it. Oh, look, Bo.
Alabama State going with the fake field goal, and they're going to throw it across the field, and it is caught.
Good for the first down.
And it's going to be a good for first down. How about Alabama State going into the bag of tricks on that one? Oh, those tricky Hornets making the catch with the long snapper, Will Hocutt.
And this is what I was, contemplating. I was like, look, it's the end of the year. You're not going anywhere. Just try to get a touchdown. If you don't get it, you don't get it. But
73, 5-yard
and
penalty.
now a late flag was thrown because it's coming back. One of the offensive linemen was further down the field than where he should have been.
Coach
Eddie Robinson Jr.
Not.
I'm reading that face.
It doesn't have to say a word.
No, not at all. And, you know, by being a big defensive guy, he's also a huge special teams guy. So it's not like he and his offensive staff don't go through this along with special teams over and over each and every week.
There's nothing worse than holding that trick play all season long. You pull it out, it works, and then there's a flag on the play, and it's negated.
The penalty was on number 73, Elijah Baker. So Brandon Gilliam will now have to come on and actually attempt a field goal with 9 seconds to go on the game clock.
Well, here's the question. Were we not entertained? We were at least entertained
on that one.
You cannot take that play back from our minds, but you can take it away from the box score.
So Hocutt will not show up in the box score with a catch.
And the gamesmanship
Timeout.
continues.
Prairie View. Their second of the half. 30-second timeout.
So if they can time out their way into the kicker's head and have another missed field goal, I would say that's a good coaching job by Bubba McDowell here late in the second quarter. It's their final game. Oh, look, let it all hang out. There's no reason to be conservative with any decision that you make. You want to finish the season at 500. Prairie View, a team that won the West Division, was expected to contend this year. Doesn't happen. Just let it loose, man. Whatever it takes to come out of Montgomery with the win here today.
Yeah, you know, Prairie View A&M has an opportunity to finish at 500 or below 500 with a loss. Alabama State actually can finish above 500 with a victory today and then a victory on Thursday for the annual Turkey Day Classic against big-time rival Tuskegee. So here's Gilliam. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. The field goal is up and true for Alabama State, and we were tied once again. This time it is 6-6 between the Panthers.
And we have 3 points, but we still have 4 seconds. So Prairie View still with an opportunity to maybe pull something off, depending on what we see on the kickoff.
Kudos to the holder for corralling that snap and getting it down for Gillian to get it up and through the uprights.
Man, that's a stressful job because it seems easy. All you got to do, catch the ball, put it down, turn the laces. But those are probably 2 of the most anxiety-ridden seconds of the game.
Yeah, because you can always hear from other folks being like, you had one job. All you do is kick and hold all day long.
If I was out there, my thought would be, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Which is why I'm up here with you.
I understand.
Look, there's 4 seconds left. If I'm Alabama State, I don't want any chance of any sort of respectable return.
Scooter Adams back deep for Prairie View A&M.
4 seconds. I would just squib this thing. There we go.
And they do. And picking the ball up for Prairie View A&M is Ethan John, tight end for the Panthers. And that will be the final play of the first half. So we got a tie ball game. Prairie View 6, Alabama State 6.
Defense, field goals. Not surprised, but entertaining. Probably the most entertaining 6-6 game you'll see all year long, at least for me, Bo.
All right, we'll be right back with some of your halftime festivities coming up here on ESPN.
If I don't take it, I'll feel sluggish or just not want to really do anything. And I end up like picking up the kids. I'm like, I'm still in my pajamas. That's the very first thing I do in the morning. So the AG1, I checked one thing off. that can at least help with my mental health, with my physical health.
I get my vitamins, enzymes, probiotics in that morning shot.
It's like a little morning date.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 for T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
Football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
Oh, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami.
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy. For savings and service, get more with Geico.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
You know the most exciting thing about life? It's how you can change it. How you can reinvent yourself. Take on new challenges. So go ahead, reimagine yourself. We did. Now get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
This season, share the merry with a holiday favorite.
Legends of Evergreen Hill.
Only on the new Chick-fil-A Play app.
You're important to this work, Sam.
Uh-oh, they're trapped. Sam saves the day.
It's really good.
Yeah, give me some. What better way to sandwich in some together time with the whole family? Watch the Legends of Evergreen Hills together on the new Chick-fil-A Play app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Can we start it again?
Welcome back to SWAC College Football live inside of Montgomery, Alabama, where right now Prairie View and Alabama State are tied at 6 apiece. We'll get to our halftime band performance coming up, but first, the Alabama State Athletic Department took some time out to honor both the cross-country team for women and the women's outdoor track and field teams who both claimed SWAC championships during this calendar year. Shamia Jones was a huge part of both teams. She was the MVP of the outdoor track and field championship. She was also the runner of the year for Alabama State. Of course, head coach Richie Bean leading the charge. All right, everyone, we'll be right back with our halftime performance. Stay tuned.
Did you see that? Yep. Looks like rain. Also looks like McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the app.
We're happy to be part of your smiles. Helping people of SoCal isn't just what we do, it's who we are. And now we're helping you save. During our biggest sale of the year, Happy Honda Days, sedans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs. Every Honda is on sale. You can drive a new Honda from $259 a month or save thousands with 1.9% financing. Helping your family enjoy the holidays. Search your local Honda dealer today.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
You got the tickets?
Vivid Seats, the only ticket company in the game that rewards you for buying. From concerts to sports and everything in between. Vivid Seats, official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Coach Gecko.
Coach G. Laura, Dan, I didn't realize the media would be here.
No, this isn't for work. We're just really big fans.
And we're scouting for our fantasy insurance teams.
Geico has all the top prospects and 97% satisfaction rating. That's unreal.
Oh my gosh, it's true. True! Smells like insurance.
Suppose Geico does have devoted fans. It's not weird.
Jade, sign my arm.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
She only signs claims checks.
There's no such thing as bad weather with intelligent all-wheel drive. Now, get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
For the love of the occasion of one of Germany's biggest rivalries.
Off to a flying start.
Eva C and K. Ding Chain delivers again. New faces and veterans for the love of the yellow wall. The atmosphere and noise. For the love of football. For the love of der Klassiker.
And welcome back to Montgomery, Alabama. We are tied at 6 at the half between Alabama State and Prairie View A&M. Halftime is showtime. So today's halftime band performance is brought to you by Pepsi. Let's take a listen at the Alabama State University Mighty Marching Hornets under the direction of Dr. James Oliver.
Did you see that? Yep. Looks like rain. Also looks like McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the app.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
Coach Gecko.
Coach G.
Laura, Dan, I didn't realize the media would be here.
No, this isn't for work. We're just really big fans.
And we're scouting for our fantasy insurance teams.
Geico has all the top prospects and 97% satisfaction rating. That's unreal.
Oh my gosh, it's Drew. Drew! Smells like insurance.
Suppose Geico does have devoted fans. It's not weird.
Jade, sign my arm.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
She only signs claims checks.
There's no such thing as bad weather with intelligent all-wheel drive. Now, get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
My clothes look fresh, but I need them to smell fresh too. That's why I add Downy Unstoppables to my wash. Now I'll be smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh. Still fresh! Still fresh! Still fresh, you nasty little goblins!
So fresh.
Still?
Still.
Still here. Still fresh.
With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow. To give your clothes all day freshness.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000 plus out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
This season, ESPN Plus has hundreds of games across 20 conferences. That's more action, more touchdowns, more college football. Streaming now.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games. Plus,
let's go to the tape.
NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game and exclusive expert analysis. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
Number 12 Duke, number 1 Kansas, Tuesday on ESPN.
And welcome back to SWAC College Football here on ESPN, which is brought to you by Pepsi. We are all knotted at 6 apiece here in the city of Montgomery, Alabama. Alongside Tolly Carr, I'm Mo Carter, and Tolly, we called it a defensive type of game, 2 defensive head coaches, but I don't think we figured out that these mistakes were going to be as crucial as they were for both squads.
Well, the only good thing is it really hasn't hurt either team because the other team follows up their big mistake with a big mistake of their own. So just like penalties often offset one another, these turnovers have offset one another, and we're tied at 6 apiece here at halftime.
Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. And as we talked about, a lot of miscues early on, the mishandled snap on the punt. Alabama State takes advantage of that one. And then it just gets away from Johnson on the play. Cunningham moves all the way back down to about the 10-yard line, but Alabama State could not get any points. But Prairie View gets a point right here. Doink, and it just goes right in for the Panthers. Garcia couldn't believe it as well.
I mean, push it to the limit one more time.
Correct. And then Kareem Key and wide receiver not on the same page, right? That one, Jones coming up with the interception for Prairie View A&M. And then Prairie View A&M will cough it up. James Burris Jr. comes up with the fumble recovery right there for Alabama
That followed
State.
a big Alabama State turnover, which allowed them to get the ball right back.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at your first half stat, which was brought to you by Pepsi. For the most part, pretty evenly matched game when you look at it from a total yard standpoint.
Yeah, about midway through the second quarter, the rushing game was just not going for Alabama State. And a lot of the scrambling by Key really adds to that number of 57. Not high, but it wasn't looking good at all earlier on in the game.
Now, one thing that is kind of missing from this one, the time of possession. Prairie View A&M had the ball for over 19 minutes, while Alabama State had it for about 9 minutes in the first half.
Yeah, they had that good field position multiple times, 3 and outs, missed field goals, couldn't do anything with it.
Correct. So clearly in the locker room, you know for sure there's going to be a lot of corrections being made between these two squads. All right, everyone, we'll be right back with second half action right here on ESPN. Stay tuned.
The future's worth fighting for because our nation is worth believing in. Together, we answer America's call to win. We are Marines. We were made for this.
Did you see that? Yep. Looks like rain. Also looks like McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the app.
Your helpful Honda dealers are holding our biggest event of the year, Happy Honda Days. All Honda sedans are on sale. Drive a new Honda sedan today from just $259 a month, or save thousands on a Honda sedan with 1.9% financing. Accords and Civics, gas or hybrids that get up to 614 miles per tank. Honda sedans, voted most fun to drive and one of Car and Driver's 10 best. For random acts of helpfulness and Happy Honda Days, search your local Honda dealer today.
Nothing feels as good as driving a new Hyundai. And now you can get a great deal on your favorite model at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Plus, every Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Hurry to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event before this offer ends. Make your next getaway your best one yet. Get 0% APR and 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
I recommend La Roche-Posay body cream. 1 application a day keeps very dry skin away. Reduces severe dryness, starting in the shower with La Roche-Posay cleansing oil.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
Coach Gecko.
Coach G. Laura, Dan, I didn't realize the media would be here.
No, this isn't for work. We're just really big fans.
And we're scouting for our fantasy insurance teams.
Geico has all the top prospects and 97% satisfaction rating. That's unreal.
Oh my gosh, it's true. True.
Smells like insurance. Suppose Geico does have devoted fans. It's not weird.
Jade, sign my arm.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
She only signs claims checks.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games. Plus,
let's go to the tape.
NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game and exclusive expert analysis. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
Listen up, hockey fans. NHL on ESPN Plus is back. The hardest hits, the dangles, and of course, the selfies.
You gotta be kidding me! It's not real!
Enjoy every second of 1,000 plus out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
comes in on this play. We'll have to see what that is all about. We'll get the word from the official in a second. Came in the secondary where he threw that flag.
We'll go to Y.N. Nyers the third for the call.
Holding offense, number 83, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay the down.
All right, so
it was behind the
direct
line.
snack there, and right there.
Yep,
is where you see the hold.
They're going to get Derek Horton, the tight end, for the hold. He had a good grip on Stacy Brown on that play.
So that came from the back judge. That's why I said the flag was thrown to the secondary. It's the back judge who got the call, and it was cool play there by Alabama State. Effective, it worked, but negated because of the penalty.
Second down, we'll call it about 12 on the play coming up for Alabama State.
And on that play, on the direct snap, Key went and actually had a little play action with the quarterback.
Anything to throw off the opposition, right?
But former wide receiver, he understands how all parts move on the offense here at Alabama State. The officials trying to, looks like they're trying to get the spot correct here. Might get some free seconds, but no free yardage.
Couldn't say it any better. Second down, 14 for Alabama State. They're moving from left to right on your television screen. And a handoff once again goes to Daquan Kinsey. He's going to try that left side, and Kinsey picks up about 6 yards on the play. Third down will be coming up for the Alabama State Hornets.
And he might have picked up another 2 or 3, but he kind of lost his balance there, which took away his momentum. Able to maintain his footing, but it slowed him down just enough for the defenders to catch up with him.
So after the penalty, it becomes a third down and about 6. Quite manageable for the ASU Hornets, rocking their black uniform with gold numbers, gold helmets, and white pants. And Kareem Key, he's going to step up in the pocket. Key takes a huge hit, loses his helmet. The hit was delivered right there by Jeremiah Harris II. Kareem Key loses his helmet momentarily. Let's see where they're going to spot him down at.
And I did not get a chance to jump in there, but I was going to say, wouldn't be surprised if a design run to Key is the call. We've seen him successfully pick up first downs in the first half of that run, but just about 2 yards short there on that one. Alabama State is going to have to punt it away.
So initially we thought Harris had knocked off Key's helmet, but it actually was number 47. That is Davier Farrow. He caught the helmet basically coming off as Key was hitting the ground.
So Key would have had to sit out the next play, but it doesn't matter as this one is a punt, and it's a high one.
Fair catch call by Prairie, and it is caught on the 23-yard line by Prairie View return man Navon Cooper.
So when you think about an offense and what their personality is for that game, what do they go to where they're in trouble or facing adversity? And it looks like in this game for Alabama State, it's the design run for Key. They have gone to that on 3rd and 8 in the first half. We saw 3rd and 6 right there. They go to that design run, comes up short, but that's where they're finding their success here in this game. With Key, not necessarily as a passer, but a runner. But that running did open up some passing for him in the first half.
First down and 10 for Alabama State. The running back coming through the line is McDowell, and McDowell is met right there at the line of scrimmage by DeMarcus Cunningham. He takes him down after a 1-yard gain.
And the Prairie View offensive line has been doing their job today. They were challenged during the week by Coach McDowell after being outdone, outplayed by Alcorn State last week. But the Prairie View offensive line in its final stand of the 2024 season has been up to the task so far today.
Prairie View wrapping up their season after today. Alabama State, one more game left on the schedule as they take on Tuskegee on Thursday. Here's a deep throw down the field by Johnson, and the pass will be intercepted by the Hornets. Coming up with the INT, Kalen Alford.
And this is just an underthrown ball. There's nothing else that needs to be said. That ball was underthrown, turns into a jump ball, and the Alabama State defender, as easy as of an interception as he's going to get all season. You see Johnson there. just does not put enough on it. And there was no chance for anyone to catch that ball except for Alabama State. See the receiver having to come back to the point.
Correct.
From his route.
Now Alford getting the turnover chain on the sideline for Alabama State. There you see Johnson, talking it over with his guy, saying like, hey, we got to bounce back. That's on me.
Johnson had some bad reads, some bad throws last week. Got pulled at halftime. Played a very manageable game in the first half. He managed the game well. Short passes, runs, scrambling, but Prairie View defense steps up there, but not the look that Johnson wanted to put on tape and show his coach there on that throw.
Fred Stokes taking down Daquan Kinsey for a loss in the backfield. We talked about that interception. That interception was number 14 by this Alabama State defense on the season.
With 3 of them coming today?
Correct.
Sometimes these final games of the season just have different feels than the regular games. And this would be one of those games where turnovers are just rampant.
Here's Kareem Key. He runs out of time, and he's just going to go ahead and tuck it and run it. Cuts it back and picks up positive yardage for the Alabama State Hornets. He's down to the ASU 41-yard line. They'll bring up third down. We'll call it about 6.
You talked about this at halftime. Feels the pressure. Sees it coming there from his right. Ducks down, takes off. Doesn't have any blockers, but still picks up an extra 2 yards. Sliding through the 2 defenders there.
Alabama State 2 of 6 on third downs today. They got trips to the far side. And they're going to keep it on the ground right here as they hand it off to Harris. And Harris may have got 1 yard on that play. It's Marcus Harris II. Surprising play call right there on 3rd and 6, Tolly.
Yeah, they haven't shown that they can have those big chunk yardage plays on the ground here in the first half. As we start now the second half. It's on 3rd and 6. We've seen them. I talked about it. What is your personality of the day show? It had been design runs by Key in those positions, but that time they go against it, and they're going to have to punt the ball away.
Harris and Tuck come on to punt for Alabama State. Cooper back deep, and the punt is covered well by the Alabama State Hornets. Coming up with the big tackle for ASU is number 21, Trey Phillips.
And both special teams playing well today. We've seen the timing on players getting downfield to cover punts and get that tackle right at the exact moment displayed by both the Panthers and the Hornets here on Saturday afternoon.
47-yard punt on the play. Prairie View will have the ball when we return here on ESPN.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're going to do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink. Designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
For 15 years, the Home Depot Retool Your School program has been championing HBCUs. We've been right there with campus grants, scholarships, and career opportunities. Winning schools have seen their visions for upgrading their campuses and communities come to life through sustainability projects, as well as new places to connect, like innovation lounges and outdoor pavilions. As we celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep the momentum going. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play. We call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
SWAC College football continues here on ESPN, which is brought to you by Pepsi. We're still knotted up at 6 apiece with Alabama State and Prairie View A&M. Prairie View A&M will start with the offense coming up in just a few moments.
Hey, the Mighty Marching Hornet Band, another spectacular halftime performance. We had that special tribute last week to Frankie Beverly. A lot of HBCU bands paid homage to the late, great Frankie Beverly throughout the season.
We'll get back to the band in just a second as McDowell takes the handoff, bounces outside to the left, and picks up positive yardage for the Prairie View A&M Panthers. They'll bring up second down. We'll call it about 1.
Yeah, the Prairie View running game looking more like the Alabama State running game this week.
Absolutely. So we talked about the Alabama State University Mighty Marching Hornets. It's also high school band day. So several local high school bands are participating as Hornets. They're rocking the black. They're rocking the gold. We also had high school Stingettes and high school Honeybees as well.
Hey, they'll be filling the stands in the years to come. I know a lot of those students will be here at Alabama State and want to be a part of the band as well. So good to see them out here today. Also, Military Appreciation Day. We honor all of our servicemen and women who defend our freedoms. Appreciate and applaud their service.
Yeah, we talk about recruiting for athletics, but hey, band has recruiting as well.
Look, you've seen the shots. There's a lot of people over there.
You know who also recruits? The military.
Hey, ROTC, come be a part. An entire complete experience to be had here at Alabama State.
Here's Prairie View A&M first down and 10. This is Johnson. He's going to roll out to his right. Finds no one, tucks and runs, and then Johnson dives ahead. He'll pick up about 8 yards on the play.
And there's the difference between diving ahead and sliding. If you slide, you're marked at where the slide began. But if you put yourself in harm's way and dive, it's where you land, not where you start.
Of course, trying to get out of harm's way of this Black Swarm defense. But, hey, kudos to Prairie View today. They have, I'm not going to say had their way with this
But
defense.
they haven't been dominated by the Alabama State defense.
Here's McDowell, runs into his own man, and then after that, he is taken down by Rico Dozier. Going to be a tackle for a loss. So it'll be third down. We'll call it about 2 on the play coming up.
Looks like we have an injured Hornet down on the field, slow to get up here.
Time for an injured player.
Can't quite make out the number from the camera angle. But Bo, the running of Prairie View, if they're able to get a first down, is going to set up that play action pass here sooner or later.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more SWAC College football.
Head out on the highway, born to be wild.
Subaru is proud to be the largest automotive donor to Meals on Wheels America, helping the well-being of seniors in need through the Share the Love event.
Get 2.9% for 72 months, and Subaru and our retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity.
Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claim service.
Do we have to do the Geico stuff while I'm here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action?
No, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't want to play the clip.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow. Doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
Listen up, hockey fans. NHL on ESPN Plus is back. The hardest hits, the Dangles, and of course, the Sellies.
You gotta be kidding me! It's not real!
Enjoy every second of 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN+.
Let's take a look at today's SWAC scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pepsi. Alabama A&M going to Ithaca, Mississippi, and beat Mississippi Valley 49-35. Right now in the third quarter, Texas Southern and Arkansas Pine Bluff are tied at 10.
All right, Jackson State rolling at the half in the Soul Bowl over Alcorn State. And look at this at the half. Oh, it's been quite a November for those Rattler fans. They've been on the edge of their seats. And right now at halftime, Bethune-Cookman feeling good. FAMU, you know how FAMU fans are. They don't like to be down on that scoreboard in the Florida Classic.
Absolutely not. And on this play here, it looks like Johnson had a miscue. He and his running back were not on the same page, and he is taken down by the Alabama State defense, this time led by Traquan Thomas.
Yeah, busted play. He's looking to hand off on the right. Thomas is on the left, and that's coming off a timeout, Bo. And you just, it was an injury timeout, but you come back on the field, you would think everyone would be on the same page. But that's been the theme of today's game.
Yeah,
giving your opponent gifts.
Not being on the same page multiple times.
That's just like giving away a sack.
And remember, that was 30 short, too.
Yeah, coming off a timeout.
Here's Alabama State bringing a little pressure. Prairie View is able to get the punt off. It goes out of bounds. Interesting to see where it's going to actually be downed at by the official, and they're going to say around the 32-yard line. That's where Alabama State will start. First down to 10, as they'll move left to right on the television, digital monitor, or like Tyler Carr says.
We had a ruling last week that
31-yard punt.
Tablets are mobile devices.
Correct.
They are not separate from a mobile device, because your tablet travels wherever you go. It's not a fixed instrument. So it's a mobile device.
And don't forget about our part of the conversation where we're like, well, what happens when we start to stream it to the television? You know?
Yeah, it is so great, Mo, on the weekends that I don't work, to be able to sit at home and just find HBCU football pretty much everywhere on all platforms.
Here's Alabama State, first down and 10. Kareem Key throwing it deep down the field. He had two Hornets in the area, and we're going to get flagged in the area either for pass interference or holding.
I think it's going to be pass interference. I think we were a little grab of the jersey there as the receiver started to break away. Let's get the call.
Holding defense, number 35. 10-yard penalty on the previous spot. Automatic first down. 25. That's what I said, 25.
All right, let's see here.
They're going to call the holding on Kevin Davis Jr. So he would have been the, well, say 25.
I don't think we really got a good look at it, but in real time, I felt like I saw a little hand hold on to the back of the jersey there. But at either rate, that play is going to stick. And for Alabama State, you see Key looking to air it out there on that first down. Try to get this passing game in gear.
Key with a pair of running backs in the backfield. He'll hand it off and picking up good yardage for the Alabama State Hornets on that play. Number 25, Ashton Ashford, getting his first carry of the day.
Just taking that off to the right side. You see here the hole and that B gap. There he is. That can really help establish the playbook to open up here for Alabama State if they can improve their running position. Maybe a first down here.
Alabama State running a little tempo right there. Looks like it went back to Ashford once again. And yes, he's going to pick up a first down, so they're going to move those chains. But McDowell did not like the way they just ran the ball those last two plays. He makes a wholesale change with his defensive alignment.
Yep, 4 fresh bodies in there. If Alabama State can run the ball, if they have Key, his ability off design run, and get back to some of that confidence he had late first quarter passing the ball, we might see Alabama State get into the end zone here.
Alabama State with trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side, single running back in the backfield with Kareem Key. And now we've got a whistle and a flag.
It's going to be a false start on Alabama State.
False start offense. Number 55, 5-yard penalty. First down.
They're going to get Josh Daniels, the center, for false start. So, like, did he move the ball in a motion that the officials deemed?
Well, he's arguing his case. It's all for naught here. And this has been the theme. Something positive happens, immediately a penalty sets Alabama State back.
All right, here's Kareem Key. He is going to play action and then throw it down the field, but cannot connect with his wide receiver on the play. The intended wide out on that play, A.J. Harrell, who made the incredible one-handed grab earlier in this contest.
So a lot of pressure was on Key. He did not have the time to set his feet, had to throw it on the run, and at this point in his career, does not have the ability to be that accurate while throwing the ball on the run.
And here's the thing, Harrell had a step on his defender.
Good pressure there by Prairie View. Throwing Key off. Rolling out of the pocket to the right, not able to complete the pass.
And remember, PV had just brought in 4 fresh bodies on that defensive line, so that definitely was a key to get the key. Here is a direct snap right here for Alabama State. Goes back to Daquan Kinsey. He gets past the original line of scrimmage. Picks up maybe about 5 yards on the play. It'll be third down. We'll call it 7 coming up.
So third and long. We saw Alabama State on their previous offensive drive. I think it was 3rd and 6, Mo, and they went for a run play that did not get off the ground, and they had to punt it away. Here's another opportunity to move the chains. This is going to be 3rd and 10, and Key out of the shotgun. Let's see what they dial up.
Third down, we'll call it 9, actually. Gave him a little too much credit. I was saying 37. And Kareem Key, he's going to throw it down the field and off the fingertips of his tight end. Incomplete pass right there for Alabama State. Derek Horton could not haul in the pass.
All right, so we talked about the accuracy of throwing the ball while on the run. You see Key here, little play action, rolls the pocket to the right, and just kind of shucks it up there. The receiver was in position, but that ball just a wee bit too high.
So bringing the punting unit on will be number 46, Harrison Tuck. Cooper back deep for Prairie View A&M.
So good play design, just not able to execute that time for Alabama State. Almost.
And the ball will bounce into the end zone, so the play will result in a touchback. All right, we're going to take a break, everyone. We'll be right back with more Alabama State and Prairie View right here on SWAC College Football with ESPN.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Let's unretire.
Why not? Let's see. Hey. I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Create a better Super Bowl ad and you could win $1 million.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're going to do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
For 15 years, the Home Depot Retool Your School program has been championing HBCUs. We've been right there with campus grants, scholarships, and career opportunities. Winning schools have seen their visions for upgrading their campuses and communities come to life through sustainability projects, as well as new places to connect, like innovation lounges and outdoor pavilions. As we celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep the momentum going. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
Welcome back to SWAC College Football, presented by Pepsi. Let's take a look at the SWAC upcoming schedule, which is brought to you by Pepsi. Back-to-back football games next week, starting right here on Thanksgiving Day with the Turkey Day Clash between Tuskegee and Alabama State.
Yep, then we'll follow that up. I guess we'll call it the Hurricane Bowl, a game that got delayed early in the season because of the impending hurricane. So Fairview will host Alabama A&M on Friday night. Well, we all know about the Bayou.
Absolutely. The 51st edition of the Bayou Classic. Grambling State University taking on Southern University inside of the Caesar Superdome. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, down in New Orleans.
This is one of those years, though, where the Bayou doesn't have any implications in who wins the division.
Correct, but think about this. Mickey Joseph is from the New Orleans area. His offensive coordinator, Eric Dooley, from the New Orleans area. They want to knock off the Jaguars in any way, shape, or form in front of their hometown family and fans and do something well for GSU.
Oh, did it pay you to say it?
No, they didn't say it to say
to say that. The Southern University alum. That rolled off of your tongue pretty easy there.
Hey, working for the SWAC, you come to learn all these different phrases and whatnot, and they start to roll off the tongue. Make them all sound good. Here's Johnson throwing the quick out, and the ball is caught by his wide receiver. That's James Burns. Third down coming up for Prairie A&M.
Yeah, Burns doing a great job getting those feet in right on the outside of the sideline there. And good pass, but still short of the first down. So the horn in the new ASU Stadium is blaring for that swarming defense to step up here and get a third down stop for the home crowd.
The new ASU Stadium has been new for like 11 seasons now.
I'm just going with you, man.
Here's Johnson, and the pass is caught across the middle by his wide receiver. This time, hauling in the pass for first down. Jeremiah Ratliff.
And Ratliff on that crossing route is able to haul it in. You see the pressure comes. That leaves the middle of the field open. And Ratliff there in front of the defender. Hauls it in, picks up the first down.
Ratliff, a native of Macomb, Mississippi. Here's McDowell. He's going to take the handoff, cuts back across the left side, and then gets into the second level with that Alabama State defense. He'll pick up about 6 yards on the play.
Good job by McDowell that time. His vision, able to maneuver and get past that first point of contact and work his way up and present Prairie View with a very manageable second and maybe third down, depending on what they do here.
As we've been talking about it all day, this Prairie View A&M offense has been finding a lot of success against this Alabama State Black Swarm defense, one of the best defenses in the SWAC and also one of the best defenses in all of FCS football. Here's Johnson rolling out to the right, and this time he's going to be taken down for a loss right there. Let's credit Terrell Lightfoot Jr. with the sack.
Watch the block here on the outside. Had it, does not hold on to it there. And so things were designed and set up. But Murray not able to hold that block out on the edge. And that allows Johnson to be brought down.
Third down coming up for Prairie View A&M. They got trips to the near side, single wide receiver to the far side. Johnson stepping back to pass. Alabama State brings some pressure, and Johnson's going to go down again. This time, Alabama State takes him down with another sack. Dasheen Jackson.
That was Alabama State just bringing the pressure bringing more hats than Prairie View had the opportunity to block. You see right here on the outside. Look, your tackle can't block two of them. And when you bring more people than Prairie View has an opportunity or has the personnel to block, you get an easy sack like that.
Jackson came untouched from that left side of the field.
Well, the right tackle had his hands full. He couldn't get two of them. But Alabama State has given those different looks where they put everybody in the box, and then they drop back, then they bring the pressure. Prairie View wasn't sure what was going to happen there, but they got the pressure.
Here's Robert McMinn. He's going to let this ball bounce, and it may have hit the heel of an Alabama State player. Prairie View saying they've got it.
Looked like it bounced off the back. One of the Hornets had his back turned to the ball. That's what made it live.
And it looks like Alabama State will get the possession. Let's take another look at this.
See right here. It looks like it bounced off the heel.
Yeah, would have got the heel of Trey Phillips.
But Phillips was arguing that he was being held and he couldn't get out of there.
Yeah. Cayman Barnes, back a wide receiver, was able to wrestle away that ball in that huddle.
So here we are, a scoreless third quarter that's winding down. Can Alabama State, as the scoreboard goes blank.
Oh, the scoreboard went completely black.
I'm all for the black swarm defense, not for the black scoreboard.
Right.
There we go.
There we go.
Mo, did you step on the cord?
I did not, man. I did not. Now, also, here's the other thing, too. If the cord to the big scoreboard is in our booth, they need to rearrange some stuff here in this broadcast booth. Let me get Dr. Jason Cable in here to talk about that.
Another flag on the play here after that run.
Of course, Dr. Jason Cable, a Huntsville native, worked in the SWAC office, played basketball at Alcorn State. He's now the athletic director here at Alabama State University.
Yep, doing a great job. Alabama State just named a women's flag football coach.
Of course, ASU making history to basically be one of the first Division I programs to offer flag football scholarships. And here in the state of Alabama, flag football is growing exponentially.
There's no foul on the play. Second down.
All right, and there's no foul on the play. As was mentioned, the Alabama High School Athletic Association
what time you
got a lot of money from the Tennessee Titans and also the Atlanta Falcons to really help several schools across the state upstart their flag football programs. And once again, the big Hornet scoreboard on both sides have now gone up. Tyler, you're right here next to me. You know good and well I didn't trip over anything.
Well, I think they're going to need to kind of get things together because it's going to be very hard to play a game.
On the third quarter.
All right, they determined that was the last play of the third quarter. So
that takes away that 5 free seconds we had at the beginning.
Let's take a break with them. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here in Montgomery, Alabama. Stay tuned.
Did you see that? Yep. Looks like rain. Also looks like McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the app.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye.
Patrick!
People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 for T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
Coach Gecko.
Coach G. Laura, Dan, I didn't realize the media would be here.
No, this isn't for work. We're just really big fans.
And we're scouting for our fantasy insurance teams.
Geico has all the top prospects and 97% satisfaction rating. That's unreal.
Oh my gosh, it's true. True.
Smells like insurance. Suppose Geico does have devoted fans. It's not weird.
Jade, sign my arm.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
She only signs claims checks.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games. Plus,
let's go to the tape.
NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game and exclusive expert analysis. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
I feel like we're living in a movie.
Love you guys.
Formula One is go. Oh, it's contact. Formula One at its absolute finest. Oh my Lord! This is Formula One.
And welcome back to Montgomery, Alabama. Alabama State taking on Prairie View in a 6-6 game as we take a look at the game summary. And clearly the thing that stands out are those turnovers, Tolly.
Yep, Prairie View has given one more gift than Alabama State, but Alabama State has a duo of their own as well. It's been a field goal battle. Prairie View perfect. Alabama State missing one, but we are tied at 6. Entering the final quarter.
And the lights have come on here inside of the new ASU Stadium as the handoff goes to the Quan Kinsey. And he takes a licking and keeps on ticking across the 50-yard line and into Prairie View A&M territory.
And his ability to absorb contact, spin away. You see here the double team opens up that hold, takes that first contact, spins away, picks up the first down.
You're not going to arm tackle that guy anytime. Here's Kinsey once again bouncing it outside, slips by a defender, and picks up more positive yardage for the Alabama State Hornets.
And you see him there, Kinsey having to deal with 3 Prairie View Panthers. And his ability to set up a very manageable second down on that run is taking him some time, but Kinsey starting to warm up as the total yards now in favor of Alabama State. They have been trailing in that category for the majority of this game.
Into the game now, it's Marcus Harris II. He'll give Kinsey a breather. Harris is going to take the handoff. He's going to bounce it out to the left side. However, he's not going to get too far down the field. He's tackled right there by Prairie View's Kevin Davis Jr. Third down, and we'll call it 2 coming up.
All right, so Alabama State wants to keep this momentum, not in field goal position right here. We have seen design runs. We've also seen a couple of direct snaps in this game that have proven to be effective.
Like last week, Alabama State not great on third down today. They are 2 of 9 on third down.
All right, deep in the shotgun here for Key.
Hornets started with trips to the top side. And now they're going to bring a man in motion. And then that man in motion actually came under center and did a QB sneak up the middle. That's Ajay Harrell. And looks like he's got enough for a first down.
So you see him go in motion. Sneaks right under center there. Offensive line gets the burst off the line, picks up just enough yardage for the first down. Alabama State showing some creativity because third downs have not been going in their favor. So no risk of going into your bag at this point in the season.
Alabama State now 3 of 10 on third down as the handoff goes to Quan Kinsey. Kinsey hits that right side of the field before he's tripped up. Picks up maybe about 4 yards on the play.
Boy, I tell you, one of the Prairie View players down there is wearing some yellow shoes. Every time I look up, I think there's a flag on the field. There's those yellow cleats.
And actually, there are two Prairie View players with yellow cleats. One just stands out because the other one has spats on.
There you go. You look out there and you say, is there a flag? No, that's just a pair of cleats.
And here's the direct snap to Daquan Kinsey. Kinsey at the 25, at the 20, and he's knocked down inside the red zone. Alabama State's going to move those chains once again, first down to 10.
So it's the complexity of the offense, their ability to run the ball. Another direct snap. That's the third direct snap of this game. Key gives the little faux handoff.
And here's another direct snap. This time, Daquan Kinsey picking up more yardage. So they go with the same play on back-to-back plays, positive yardage on back-to-back plays.
Okay, let's just go dig up the time capsule, Mo. We're going to open up the trunk, and we're just going to say this word again. It hasn't been said in a long time. Are you ready for it?
What you got?
Wildcat. We're just going to wildcat this thing here for Alabama State.
Kinsey, 17 carries, 82 yards on the evening. And here's the handoff. This time looks like this is going to be, that's going to be number 29 on the play. That's Ashton Ashford.
So if you're Alabama State, you're now putting Prairie View in the position of who are we going to snap the ball to?
Mm-hmm.
Another way to keep that defense off balance a bit. A lot of times you just do it traditionally with establishing the run, then you go to the play action. But the pseudo play action here has been the direct snap.
So Alabama State, 3rd down and 5 coming up. They got trips to the top side, single receiver to the near side. And here's a handoff to Daquan Kinsey. Stutter steps and gets through that defense of Prairie View. He's close to the first down marker. Very, very close. The line of gain is the Prairie View 11-yard line. And Alabama State's going to be short, but they're going to go for it on 4th down, and they get the push up front. Should have enough for a first down with Kareem Key on the QB sneak.
Yep, you just give the ball to Key under center. He gets a little push in the back from his teammate, enough to pick up the first down. And now Alabama State is able to operate with 4 shots at it inside the 10. See, the fullback just comes in there and just push, first down.
So Alabama State has ran 11 plays on this drive thus far, Tyler, and all 11 have been rush plays.
Well, it's what has been their bread and butter. Key has shown the ability to pass the ball, but the last couple of weeks has not been his forte, as maybe his first 3 starts. But it's 6-6 on the scoreboard. Touchdown goes a long way. Flag on this play here.
Here's Kareem Key handed off to Daquan Kinsey. Kinsey gets it down to the 4-yard line, but there is a flag on the play.
Did they get the handoff, or did they get the snap before the clock expired?
As I mentioned, the Alabama State coaching staff is 5 feet to our left, and they were banging on the windows and boards.
Illegal formation offense. More than 4 players in the backfield at the snap. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
All right, so perfectly explained right there.
And that's why the staff right next to us was very upset.
They could see it, but that information
not relayed down to the field quick enough.
Yeah, to the field quick enough. So once again, positive, moving forward, negated by a penalty, and Alabama State's going to lose yardage here, and now it's going to be a 1st and 14.
Now on this drive, 12 plays for Alabama State, all rushing plays. So 1st down and goal from the 14-yard line, and how about a touchdown pass right there for Kareem Key to Ashton Ashford, and the Hornets on top.
Well, did that remind you of Tim Tebow there? Up in the air, Key jump, pass, but
Ineligible downfield offense.
once again,
Number 6. Player was covered up at the snap and went downfield on the pass. 5-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
All right, sports fans, just pretend like you did not see that play just happen because that touchdown will not count.
all right. So the lineman's covered up. They cannot move down the field, and you see it there. Oh boy, entertaining play. Alabama State has dipped deep into their bag a couple of times today, and both times spectacular plays overturned because of penalties.
I do have a question now. What's left in that bag of tricks as they get ready for Tuskegee?
Well, what's left to maybe get a touchdown here today?
True. It's Daquan Kinsey, and he is tripped up by number 4. That is Keon Jones.
So 2nd and goal for Alabama State. They have left it all out on the field. It has been a case of just not enough discipline inside the red zone for Alabama State. And we got plenty of time, but man, that clock is moving as they continue to run the ball. We're getting close to the 7-minute mark here in the 4th quarter.
So here's Alabama State, man in motion. Kareem Key is going to step back to pass, going to throw the wide receiver screen, and the pass is dropped right there. Horn was the intended wide receiver. Hey, it hit him in the hands. He just didn't complete the catch.
So we've seen Key overthrow his receivers a couple of times. We've seen the screen be effective. He delivers the ball right there on the money, but not able to come up with it. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, ball resting on the Prairie View 15-yard line.
But a field goal puts you ahead.
Absolutely.
So there's no necessity that you have to score a touchdown here. A touchdown would be nice. Be the first touchdown of the day.
Here's Kareem Key throwing the swing pass to his running back. That's Daquan Kinsey. And Kinsey will be taken down by a pack of Panthers, leading the way for Prairie View A&M, Jeremiah Harris, the 2nd.
So the defensive bend, don't break battle continues. Alabama State with a chance to take the lead. It'll be their first lead since 3-0 if they're able to connect on the field here. But we've seen a missed field goal already today by Alabama State.
Coming on for the field goal is Brandon Gillum. 30-yard attempt. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. And it is good. Brandon Gillum boots it in from 30 yards out. And Alabama State back on top by a score of 9-6. We'll take a break, but we'll be right back with more action here in Montgomery, Alabama. Stay tuned.
We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're going to do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
The SWAC, the premier athletic conference in the nation.
A collection of schools rich in tradition, pride, and pedigree. Sacrifice, winning, allegiance, champions. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Alabama State with a field goal extends their lead, making it 9-6 over the Prairie View A&M Panthers in a true defensive battle between Bubba McDowell and Eddie Robinson Jr.
Hey, we're going to get a winner before this game is over. I guarantee you that. I think we have to say congratulations to the winner here in the booth. Congratulations to you. Celebrated 10th wedding anniversary this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You are winning in life, my man.
Absolutely. 10 years of blessings with my lovely wife, Lakeisha Carter.
Miss Carter.
Yes, that was celebrated yesterday. On tomorrow, we'll celebrate another big blessing, and that will be the birthday of MC3, Morrell Carter III.
Oh, congratulations. You spent some money this week, man.
Yeah, man. People talk about how much money they spend for Christmas. Nah, for me, it's always around Thanksgiving because of the anniversary and now my son's birthday.
Anniversary, birthday, turkey, sweet potato pie.
Turkey and sweet potato pie, that would be handled by the family.
Hey, man. Hey, in the studio, put Mo's Cash App on the screen. Brother needs some help.
Now look, Tolly is the one that said that. You don't see Mo Carter up here talking about that.
Hey, put mine up there if you don't want it.
Back on the offensive is Prairie View A&M, and McDowell will test that left side. He picks up about 2 yards on the play.
All right, so if you're Alabama State, you have to look up and say, after all we have endured, all that we've done to ourselves, all the things we haven't taken advantage of, we're winning. Get a defensive stand here, and we might come away with the win. And if you're Prairie View, you have to say, after all the gifts we've given, our turnovers, our mistakes, we're still in it with the ball. Chance to go ahead.
Here's Johnson throwing the out pattern, and it is caught by a diving Jeremiah Ratliff. It'll bring up third down for the PV Panthers.
And if you're Prairie View,
timeout.
Injury timeout. But if you're Prairie View, this is a crucial third down. You do not want to give the ball back to Alabama State in a position where they can run that clock. A team that likes to run the ball, they would have the lead on the scoreboard, and it would be to their advantage to run the ball, keep it in bounds, let that clock continue to tick.
Prairie View has won the last 9 in this series against Alabama State. You know, that's something that the Hornets want to end today or tonight as the night starts to
fall.
Yep. Here comes Johnson. The quick pass across the middle. It'll fall incomplete. Prairie View looking for a flag. It looks like we're not going to get one. It'll be fourth down. And Prairie View will be forced to punt. Burns was the intended wide receiver.
Caleb Alford was he riding his back, Mo? He kind of reached out there and got him off his route there,
but also I'm looking at the direction of the way the pass was thrown. I don't even know if that's even catchable for Burns.
Well, I think the officials saw it your way. No flag is thrown. Alabama State could be in a prime position to run a 5-minute offense here and get out of here with the win, but they're going to need to get some first downs to make that happen.
Here's Robert McMinn with the fair catch. Alabama State will take over on their own 25-yard line. We'll be right back.
In 2010, Amex founded Small Business Saturday, which has since helped generate over $200 billion in sales. Because when you shop small, you make your community great.
Dude, I'm getting it.
So on Small Business Saturday, November 30th, shop small. Supporting small business communities. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
This season, share the merry with a holiday favorite.
Legends of Evergreen Hills.
Only on the new Chick-fil-A Play app.
You're important to this work, Sam.
Uh-oh, they're trapped. Sam saves the day.
It's really good.
Yeah, give me some. What better way to sandwich in some together time with the whole family? Watch the Legends of Evergreen Hills together on the new Chick-fil-A Play app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Can we start it again?
For the love of the occasion of one of Germany's biggest rivalries.
Off to a flying start.
Irasi and Kane. Dean Kane delivers again. New faces and veterans for the love of the yellow wall. The atmosphere and noise. For the love of football. For the love of der Klassiker.
Welcome back, everyone. The SWAC football championship was set following the victories by Jackson State and Southern over their respective opponents. It will take place on December the 7th at 1 p.m. inside of Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's the Tigers and the Jaguars, the Boombox Classic, second JSU versus SU SWAC championship game in 3 seasons. It will air live on ESPN2. Interesting note. Jackson State and Southern played in the first SWAC football championship back in 1999. T.C. Taylor was on that football team. Terrence Graves was on the Southern staff.
It'll be a big matchup at the Vet as both teams vying for a Celebration Bowl. Southern has never been to the Celebration Bowl.
Southern has not been to the Celebration Bowl. They've been to a number of Heritage Bowls in the past, but never the Celebration Bowl. Have had their chance a few times, but they ran into some very strong teams at Alcorn State led by Fred McNair.
All right, so the last drive by ASU took up 6:43 on the clock. We're at 4:44 and counting. They can get a couple of first downs, maybe just one. They're in no rush here to snap the ball. They're going to let that clock run because they are winning on the scoreboard.
Here's DeQuan Kinsey going around the right side. Picks up about 3 yards on the play. Third down coming up for Alabama State.
All right, so we saw a big third down that Prairie View A&M was not able to convert. This third down equally as big for Alabama State. They want to run this clock, but if they do not convert here this deep in their territory, they're going to have to punt it away. We've seen some direct snaps. We've seen some design runs be called on third down. These 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8s. Let's see what ASU comes up with here.
Yeah, don't be surprised if they play it safe. And Kareem Key was going to call his own number, but then he is met in the backfield, taking it down by, for Prairie View is number 56, James Cate III, big defensive lineman. Alabama State is now going to punt.
They literally met in the hole. Key, you see there, and bam, coming around the edge.
Calvin Presley Jr. getting his hands on Key first.
Presley is one of those leaders that Coach McDowell talked about, a guy who in practice is telling people and during the game where they need to be, holding their teammates accountable. Didn't quite have the numbers that he expected this year.
Correct.
But absolutely one of the leaders on this team.
Devon Cooper is back deep for Prairie View A&M.
Delay a game.
And Alabama
Offense.
State will take a delay a
5-yard
game
penalty.
penalty, which isn't a bad
Fourth
thing
down.
because more time goes off the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to give Prairie View any extra time to work here. So they're going to back up 5 yards. They can take that. 2:58. The Alabama State defense has kept Prairie View A&M out of the end zone. But this will be an opportunity, depending on how much air we get under this kick. A potential return could set Prairie View A&M up.
All right, Cooper is going to let it bounce, and then he's going to haul it in around the 40-yard line. He's up to the 50, and he'll be tackled on the Alabama State 46-yard line. Trey Phillips.
Seemed like we had early whistles on that play. I want to see where they spot this ball when we come back.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Prairie A&M will have the ball. 2:46 to go.
I like the way you look. I like the way you look. I like the way you look.
Kia, movement that inspires.
The Subaru Share the Love event means the world to me.
You can get a great vehicle and support a good cause.
Nearly $320 million donated to charity.
Get 2.9% for 72 months, and Subaru and our retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
Coach Gecko.
Coach G. Laura, Dan, I didn't realize the media would be here.
No, this isn't for work. We're just really big fans.
And we're scouting for our fantasy insurance teams.
Geico has all the top prospects and 97% satisfaction rating. That's unreal.
Oh my gosh, it's true. True!
Smells like insurance. Suppose Geico does have devoted fans. It's not weird.
Jade, sign my arm.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
She only signs claims checks.
With new physics, every hit hits different.
SWAC College Football, presented by Pepsi, is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get the gear in here to have fun out there. Academy Sports and Outdoors, official sporting goods retailer of the SWAC. The Home Depot, powered by Purpose, the champion HBCU. And by Nike, official sponsor of the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Think you could do that, Mo?
I could try.
How much would it take to pay you to parachute in?
Man, a couple thousand for sure. Now, if I would have went the military route and then I signed up to defend this country, this is a completely different story,
Well, you can tell a brother that has some bills. Mo said a couple thousand.
Hey, man, bills and kids. Look, we just talked about how November becomes a very interesting month for me financially.
Two of my three kids celebrate birthdays in November.
Okay, so you know too.
Yeah. My daughter continues to send me an updated birthday list daily leading up to her birthday.
I see.
All right, Prairie View, chance to score the go-ahead touchdown on this drive if they can put it all together.
Here's Johnson, runs out of time. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to dive forward. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the QB keeper.
Now, Prairie View, unlike Alabama State, they do not intentionally want to run too much time. Their ideal scenario here is to score with very little time, if any, remaining, but they still have to give themselves enough time to get the ball downfield. They can't take for granted that they're just going to move the chains here.
2:18 coming up for Johnson. He's going to step up, and he completes his pass across the middle, and the pass is caught by his big tight end. That's Medlock. Near or beyond the midfield stripe, as a matter of fact.
So Alabama State looking to bring some pressure. That leaves an opening in the middle of the field, and that brings us to the 2-minute break.
Absolutely. We'll
Your SoCal Honda dealers are providing random acts of helpfulness during Happy Honda Days. Get big Honda savings. Drive a new Honda today from just $259 a month, or save thousands with 1.9% financing. Search a local Honda dealer today.
Fun fact. The person with McDonald's is always the most popular kid in school. And if they save money with the app, They're also the smartest. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, it's on. Happy holidays, honey.
Happy holidays.
Give the gift of play. Scratchers from the California Lottery.
Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claim service.
Do we have to do the Geico step on it here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action?
Nope, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't play the clip.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow, doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
In a city known for high stakes, a battle of blue bloods is live from Las Vegas. It's Cooper Flagg and the Blue Devils.
Cooper Flagg is off to a great start.
Versus Hunter Dickinson and the top-ranked Jayhawks.
Hunter Dickinson, one of the best big guys in the country.
The Terry's Chocolate Vegas Showdown. Number 12 Duke, number 1 Kansas. Tuesday on ESPN.
Did you see that? Yep. Looks like rain. Also looks like McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the app.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye.
Patrick!
People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 for T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claims.
Do we have to do the Geico stuff on him here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action?
Nope, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't want to play the clip.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow, doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
Formula One at its absolute finest.